Hey, how's it going? Roby here. Welcome back to the channel. I have something with me that I'm reasonably sure you've never seen before because it's launching today. It's a Monbrey MB2. The stainless steel sports watch draws its inspiration from a certain era of Japanese history. It's the second offering from the brand after the MB1 launched late last year, and we're going to have a closer look right now. Following hard on the success of their first release, the MB1, Henry and Austin of Monbrey Watches probed the era of the first shogunate. The MB2 is replete with design language and visual cues referencing the Kenkyu, particularly that of the samurai weaponry and armor. The angular aesthetics which have come to characterize Monbrey, paired with the elegance of the two dial types, make for a sophisticated sports watch, and a well-spec'd one at that. When compared to the MB1, the MB2 is a little leaner and a little meaner than its predecessor. It measures 37.5 millimeters in diameter, with a height of only 9.5 millimeters, excluding the box crystal. Lug to lug, it is wrist-friendly, 45 millimeters, but the dimensions tell only half the story. The profile, for example, is visually slimming, with sharply tapering lugs that also allow the watch to sit snugly up against the wrist. In addition, the box crystal has been cut away in a fine bevel that further heightens this illusion. With the exception of the circular fixed bezel, there are almost no curved surfaces in the case. According to brand literature, this angular predilection is inspired by the shape of the boshi, the tip of the katana. No matter what the inspiration, the brushed, flattened planes and smart, polished chamfers have a distinctly modern appearance. The knurled crown and sterile case back are screwed down, and the watch offers up 150 meters of water resistance. The case aesthetics are carried over into the dial, primarily in the multifaceted hour markers and the sword hands. What you can't glean immediately is that those three-dimensional indexes all have micro-scale cutting lines along the center block. This helps them catch the light and offers maximum legibility. A healthy dose of BGW9 superluminoma helps after dark. However, this is juxtaposed against two different backdrops. The first dial type is the jeweled steel, or tamahagane. This is the primary material used in the creation of Japanese swords. It has been recreated here in a new material developed to reflect in texture the sparkling nature of the steel. This is rendered in 4 different colorways: indigo purple, starry blue, fume brown, and black. In addition to the sword hands, these iterations all have a rose gold second hand. The second dial type features mother of pearl. These 3 colorways, ice blue, dark olive, and blossom pink, are individually cut on a CNC machine in a complex geometric pattern. The pattern is modeled after the armor often represented in images of the Shinto god of justice, Bishamon. While perhaps the dark olive does not possess the same immediate visual impact as the ice blue or blossom pink, I find myself drawn to it. The yellow gold colored dial elements look perfect here, and the dial texture reveals itself more slowly in various lights. The MB2 employs the Miyota 9039. The automatic caliber beats away at 4 Hz and promises a 40-hour power reserve, but the MB2 also incorporates a soft iron Faraday cage to house the movement, boosting the anti-magnetism. The watch comes on a stainless steel, brushed and chamfered H-link bracelet. It tapers from 20 millimeters at the lugs to 16 millimeters at the clasp, where there is a push-button release and a comfort adjustment system. A second Epsom-patterned leather strap with quick-release spring bars is also provided. On the microbrand end of things, the MB2 reminds me a little of the Astor Banks Fortitude, or even the Formex Essence 39. But the watch could also be a direct competitor with the new Longines Conquest. What raises it above the crowded house of sports watches is the overall unity of the design and the thoughtful interplay of the various elements. Little touches, like the polished line separating the bezel from the mid-case, or the brushed triangular plane introducing each of the lugs that also helps frame the watch, contribute to the overall experience, as do the mix of steel and gold dial elements, or the thermally blued hand in the B01 iteration. Of course, much consideration has been placed on the dials here. As such, your enjoyment of the MB2 will probably come down to your appreciation for the various textures and patterns. For me, the fume brown stood out immediately, but the aforementioned dark olive really grew on me throughout. The MB2 is available for pre-order at $486. Deliveries are expected in May and April of 2025. The list price will then be $649. For more information, check out the brand website. And until then, thanks for watching.